So I heard that you guys were talking about whether levelling up has worked in Sunderland.
Yeah.
So,
What do you
think the plan was? What do you think they were trying to achieve at the beginning?
I mean, I could go on another rant about Sunnyside. They basically give a lot of money to this area called Sunnyside, and after about a year, nothing was there. They got rid of the cinema, they got rid of all the food and drink, and it's left with one pub. And it was supposed to be this big new area in Sunderland, but it isn't.
I don't even think it's just the investment, it's like the interest as well, and like if somebody actually even cared or thought about caring about our area, like it would make so much of a difference if people felt they were being seen. Even if somebody recognised the actual true problems, I think it would make people feel much more seen and much more willing to engage, which then could lead to like more investment.
Do you think levelling up can ever work?
Yeah, so I think if you look across Europe as a whole, poorer regions have caught up with richer regions, mostly across Europe. So East Germany is a really good example of this. I was in Berlin for one of these lectures last week. Now, Berlin's a bit of an easy example, right, because maybe that was a place that was already always going to zoom up. But still, Eastern Germany, I'll mention this tonight, right, the Northeast now has lower income per person than any of those ex-communist parts of East Germany that were a lot poorer in the early 90s. Now that sucks for the Northeast, but it also means it's not inevitable, right? It's not inevitable. That happened in Germany. Those places increased, grew faster.
Do you think we can like rebuild trust in politics, or do you think we're like too far like detached from it?
Yeah, so I'm an optimist, but because I do think the world that we live in is a lot better than the world of my grandparents and their grandparents. But also that's a long time. Like, it's a bit much to say, well, over 50 years things get better. Might not be the most convincing way of improving things. But trust in politicians, well, they have to produce the goods, don't they? Because if you're sitting here and every year, like, people make these promises and they say, oh, yeah, we're going to level up, and then we've got a new levelling up minister. Oh, the levelling up department. Will it be called the levelling up department in a new government? Like, it might not even. It might just go back.
They're so far away, like geographically, and they feel so far away, like because they just don't seem to care. And every now and then they use it as like a big, we're going to level up the Northeast. They have like a levelling up minister, and then they put Michael Gove in charge of that. And then they always try and make it seem like it's going to be a thing, but they just use it for like the months of the election and then abandon it.
At least you guys are actually interested and involved. Like the point was it that you made about, well, I'm interested in politics because like it's happening to us, and that's why I'm studying it, right? It's important.
You have to be interested in it, I think.
So that's the positive way of looking at this. Big challenges, but ultimately someone has to do something about those big challenges, and it's going to be people who pay attention and care about it. So it's going to be people like you. It's not going to be the people who don't care and don't vote. That puts more onus on you guys, but that's good because you know what you're talking about. So I feel good about that.
We're meant to.